got a product that you want to talk about for our veterans. It's the VA Home Renovations Program, right?
Yeah, as of May 10th, Movement Mortgage just made available a VA renovation loan, which we've had before, but when COVID struck and shook up the mortgage industry, that was one of the first products that we had to eliminate from our product sheet. It's a bummer because we really like doing renovation loans, and they're great, great standard renovation loans similar to an FHA 203K or a home style conventional loan. And we had to get rid of them, but we're happy to announce that we're back offering these type of loan products. Mm-hmm. And they come with a couple of nuances, some things to keep in mind when you're inquiring about these loans. And that's the max renovation is for $35,000. So if you're buying a $400,000 house, you can tack on an extra $35,000 for minor repairs and non-structural repairs. It's offered in a 30-year fixed and a 5/1 ARM. So that's really special because adjustable rate mortgages, which is what an ARM is, are becoming increasingly more and more attractive and sought after because interest rates are going up so high. And with adjustable rate mortgages, for the first 5 years, that interest rate is going to have a very reduced interest rate. And then after 5 years, it starts to adjust on an annual basis. So with rates being in the, high fives, low sixes, if you do an adjustable rate mortgage, you can have an initial rate that's really low. And hopefully before it starts to change on you, the overall market rate will come down, and a lot of people strategically refinance to get out of that type of mortgage. But it's available. You can go up to 4 units as long as it's a purchase loan and it's owner occupied. One big thing here that is going to be a real important step in order to have a successful transaction is that the contractor has to be approved with the VA, which doesn't necessarily need to be the case with any of the other renovation loans that people might be familiar with.
Okay.
With an FHA loan, which is similar, is you have to get a HUD consultant to sign off on the deal, but the contractor doesn't need to have necessarily an approval from FHA. Their project needs to be signed off on by a HUD consultant, but with the VA, the contractor actually has to get approved to be able to do renovation loans for a VA loan. Wow. And as a lender that does VA loans, we can help the contractors through that process. But it's like one of the most important first steps to take when it comes to doing these things. You don't want to have to be fishing for a VA approval when you're in the fourth quarter of the deal. You don't want to do it at the last minute. Yeah. So knowing that a contractor needs to get VA approval from the beginning is key to making sure all things fall in line after the fact. It's important to know that when you're buying a house with a VA loan, they have some housing conditions that the house needs to be in a certain working order, and it's got to meet certain characteristics, like meaning, for instance, if you have a staircase that's more than 3 stairs, you're going to want to have a handrail that's on there, and the appraiser might pick up on the issue or that it's not missing it. And if an appraiser says, hey, this house is valid, you're buying it for 400, the house appraised for 400, but it's subject to fixing all of these VA required improvements to the house, instead of being able to having to rush and pay for it before closing, we could throw this into a VA renovation loan, put the money aside in an escrow account, and then punch out all of those appraiser requirements that they flagged on the appraisal. So, it's a great solution to being able to continue to get these VA loans done.